Thank you, Chairman. I'll stick to my timing. Friends, cut it short. I'll talk about something very, very important. What is the need of the day? The need of the day is we are discussing innovations. I pick up the string from Mrs. Padma Kali that innovations is the need of the day. Yes. And being an optimist person in my whole life, when started these group of institutions, faced a lot of problems in the initial phase, and the recession affected very badly the admission part. Then I came across an article written by J.B.G. Tilak. He's a professor in National Educational Planning Institute at New Delhi. Talked about innovation universities. The bill was drafted way back in 2010 by the government and laid on a table May 2012 in Parliament, expecting that we will do wonders. Are we not having many other innovative centers in India apart from these? But it's the government job. They will do their job. We will do our job. Part of the private community, I vouch, I advocate very strongly for private people because they have a vehicle who can take along everybody from all spheres of life. I personally divided the entire class, entire society into two types. Some of them, they are catering classes, and I'm part of who are catering masses. Now we require at least very good people who can cater the need for masses. Masses means 80% students. They don't belong to that intellectual class. They don't belong to that high affluent families. They don't belong to the high background, high exposure, high awareness. Now, who will going to take care? We have taken a mission at my campus, like why not we take up a challenge? And a challenge at a time where people are talking about placement, quality. But how can you expect a person who has got 52% or 55% or below 50% marks in 12th and admitted in engineering? A person who has got second class in graduation and you expect to become a very big manager. So the simple solution is, I'm here to suggest to you, we have started good experiments in my campus. Basically, starting with the concept is entrepreneurship, innovations through entrepreneurship projects at colleges, whether you talk about technology or you talk about management or the business schools. We have set up one, the name we have called as Entrepreneurship Express. It's a train, take you, there are a lot of compartments, from all classes you can board and can fulfill, will provide you training, will provide you an exposure, knowledge, training, everything. And at the end of the day, we will suggest you to become employer, not employee. The motive behind this is, why not to produce employers, why to employ? Because an employer can provide, can assist, can feed 4 people or 5 people at a time. We have experimented very good projects at our campus. Presently, we are working on 20 or more than 20 projects at the same time. Some of them, they are part of the incubation stage. Some of them, they are in the implementation stage. It is, excuse me. Some of the projects are like, we have started one project for MBA students as dry cleaning Shopee. What's bad? Go for this kind of project where one student, the same student, when he was recruited in the campus, was getting merely 15,000, 20,000 per month. And the same student, when he started this project in Pune, was getting more than 1 lakh rupees per month. The simple project, the project name is White Tiger, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. concept. It multi-storied flats are there. They approach the people who are all husband and working class, asking them 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. service with full quality. Another project is, we have eco-tourism vehicle. You might have seen a small rickshaw of electric rickshaw. one of our group of students, they purchased 6 rickshaws and they have implemented this project in Udaipur. We have a lot of lakes in Udaipur and they try to entertain all foreigners in those rickshaws with having all kinds of musical instruments in that, and say open one and lovely, and it's a supportive the environment also. Hardly one rickshaw cost 90,000, 6 rickshaws cost 5 lakhs rupees. All projects which we are experiencing is less than 10 lakhs, where 30% subsidies are given to the entrepreneurs by many of the financial institutions. Another is Makai Papad. We have a lot of maize in the local area of Udaipur. And there, they purchase at a very low price, prepare the papads involving all NGOs, and they sell it with 4 or 5 different flavors. Entire product is sellable in Goa and liked very, very fine papads and liked by the Goans people with in the hotels. Another is a farmer's son. 2 farmers' sons, they have started with their own small piece of land and they have started organic veggies. I have come to know that the same veggie which is grown in Udaipur sub-area, sent to Mumbai and sold at ladyfinger, bhindi is sold at rupees 200 rupees kg to the affluent families. Maybe the distributor was telling, might be this bhindi is going to the Reliance Anil Ambani's house. Another is one more project, and all these projects, they have a name. Organic veggies project name is Jaan Hai To Jahan Hai. Ecotourism electric rickshaw project is Apno Tum Tum. Dry cleaning is White Tiger.
I would suggest that these are individual projects which you need not narrate right here. And if you can kindly conclude, we can have...
I'm concluding that. Basically, concluding my speech is, innovation starts, charity begins at home. When we talk about on the dais very, very high things, and we ignore the 80% people, it's not a viable solution at all. Sustainable and self-reliance nation can be made while taking everybody along with it. Thank you so much.